800 likes because I won't ask for 1,000. If I asked you what is the most disgusting thing you have ever heard, you may have listened to your own voicemails or called your girlfriend, but I have you a story that will change your mind. I'm not going to get into details too much because I care about your IQ level. I don't want you to get a stroke. Once upon a time, I had an exam in school and my stomach was about to blast my guts, and I couldn't take a shit. But if that sounds disturbing, you got to hear this one. On October 25th of 1965, don't worry, I wasn't born, so I yet to have something to poop out. But a girl named Sylvia Marie Likens was trapped in the house of Gertrude Baniszewski, a woman who had a marriage-failing streak. And not to anyone's surprise, this woman is seriously mad. She had 7 children, and all of them were just as mad. As the old man once said, the apple falls far from the tree. Actually, this quote doesn't fit this story. Gertrude used her depression and anger as an excuse to torture Sylvia to death. Not only that, but she also called her children and neighbors for duty, and they didn't disappoint. The crime was so ugly that you will hear voices of a woman calling for help. And I want you to be as focused as possible so you don't miss the apparition behind the house's windows. I want you to be laser focused just like you would when you watch sex videos.
What up, little? I can just edit this shit together. It's probably just filming this. Oh, I might not even put it in. Yeah, well. Hey, walk around that house. I see it. Hey, let me see it. Walk around it. Hey, don't stand up and skin.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You're like close to it. This is a freaky ass house. I know, go on the porch. This is where that little girl was tortured and raped and killed during the 60s. She wasn't raped. She wasn't raped, but she was tortured. This is a weird ass house. What up, Columbia? Does that top work? What was the basement? Like, right over? This is the basement where the little girl was tortured. Dude, come here. This is freaky.
As you can see, this is what the basement looked like. That's fucked.
Oh, hell no. There's a picture of the stairs, too.
Dude, I ain't fucking.
I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. I think that's I swear to God. That's what.
If you want to hear the voices clearer, put your headphones on. And if you don't have ones, then a group of kids in New York on December 28th of 1985 went inside a tunnel. And if you're still trying to process the crazy amount of details, then hurry up, because there is still more. So according to the video uploader and the big fat text spread across the screen, the video is supposed to be 36, 37 years old now. So the question is, why do I have these kids here? Am I a pedophile? Probably not, but someone else could have been, because they went missing ever since then according to the source. And whomever that person is, he or she found the footage with many objects that relates to these kids. It's unknown why they went inside these tunnels, but scientists said that it might be because they wanted to find the Ninja Turtles' secret lobby. The scientist in my brain said that. And here is their last.
Let's talk about it later. sex.
Dude, we can seriously drown this. Guys, we're entering a neighborhood with people's backyards.
Whoever that is, please find it. You can't say much down there. Oh, guys. Look.
What's next?
Dude, a spider took over this bird's nest. Guys, look. What the frick? 666. Dude, these are pictures of people. See that? Guys, there isn't light in either park. Guys, I think we're lost.
Oh, I see it.
Do you think we're lost?
No.
Wait. Did you hear that?
No.
Hold on. What did you hear?
If there was one of them with the right mind, he would have left this place earlier. What more do you want? They entered the wrong tunnel. This is Shredder's base, not the Turtles. If this whole thing was real, of course. Somewhere in Greenville, Pennsylvania, and for some reason I felt like I just said some cool shit right here. Anyway, in Greenville, Pennsylvania, a group of 3 paranormal investigators, Josh, Sean, and Rocky, or as I would like to refer to them, the 3-4 men, the Nation of Domination, the fake 4 horsemen. Regardless, they went to this property under the authority of this nerdy ass guy. Now look, I don't know if this guy owns the place or just a manager, but he was acting like a nerd the whole time. So while Josh was interviewing him to take some notes before exploring, this guy, whom I would refer to as Nerdo, he was overhyping everything literally. And Josh was sitting there like a stone, or more like a poor guy listening to his wife complaining about how she takes responsibility for everything, when she is in fact all day breaking the dishes and dancing her ass off on TikTok. Nerdo made so much hype the women watching almost moaned. My pants felt wet, and Josh was about to break in tears. After all, Nerdo was right about some stuff, like the banging sounds and the voices, but nothing more.
Almost the exact spot that you're in. So 3rd step down, she got pushed. The last time she went up here. Yeah, she got pushed. So I think when she goes up there, something kind of tells her not to go up anymore.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. That's a new sound. Hiss or something. You heard it, didn't you? This is the blue bedroom. Been touched in this room. I've seen shadows in this room. I have felt not to be in this room, and this room is freezing cold. This room gives me just the creeps in general, but there is plenty of activity in this whole entire upper floor. A lot of poltergeist activity has happened, and we've gotten a lot of motion sensors on top of that to back it up, and where I've actually been scared to come back upstairs and still kind of waiting for that moment. No. I just saw someone behind you, Josh. Oh my God. I just saw somebody right here. No. I saw somebody right about this tall, and they did one of these. They just went, sounded like somebody knocked out there. There's someone in the wall right here. I know I'm not up here much. I know I'm not in this room, but I know other people have. Dude, the wall's like vibrating. It's so weird. Damn! What was that? And there's something else there. What the hell was that? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
something like moving.
Why do you keep setting the alarm off in that room? They say that you're a poltergeist.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Whoa.
Back there.
What?
Where's he going?
You said it's back here.
You leave me back home myself?
Are you back here? You hear that loud bang?
But before that, everything went off. I seen this like little white ziggly thing that went up across your face.
Okay, we thank you for letting us come and spend the night inside your house. It's a beautiful place. What was it?
It's upstairs.
Are you upstairs now? I mean, even during the interviews, we were hearing running upstairs, loud banging, voices, and then we were shooting B-roll, same thing. Can you give us a loud sign or something before we leave? Whoa. That was really loud.
I imagined myself being there listening to this guy. There would have been a lot of clips cut out of the video if I was there. You're gonna tell me that you can feel the place vibrating. And without a vibrator too. I'm gonna tell you one thing then. I know a good therapist. A woman on Facebook put out a video with a description that says, "I can't deal with this small peepee anymore." But that video didn't make it to the list, unfortunately. Instead, this one made it. This woman said, "I have had this energy attached itself to me ever since I moved to this house," which led her to see her kids walking towards the kitchen at a late time. But when she calls them, they don't answer. And all of a sudden, they disappear. I say that could be a widow situation.
No, you don't become immortal by making deals with angels. You gotta go to the other guys for that. There. Look at that. Oh, looks like your seventh was quite the journey.
And that's why I used to not go to the kitchen at night when everyone is asleep. I would have rather die of dehydration and hunger and not see some shit lurking on me, as if I was living in some abandoned place or something. There is a location very close to my heart. It really does hold a special place. And I'm not talking about your mom's house or my bathroom, but it's an abandoned house named the Speaker's House. Now I know what you're thinking. Is he talking about some nightclub? Referring to it by other names? Well, as awkward of a house this place used to be, I see it more of a prison, to be honest. I can't imagine that some people actually lived here. What were they thinking? Because it's a big place with a small garden around it, that it's a beautiful place to live in. Even the jinn may not admire it. So our guy here explored it so many times that whatever jinn was hanging there called it a day and decided to move out. That's why you will hear him saying if this place is active again. And this takes me to my next point. I think these group of jinn went back so they could teach this man a lesson. Since you liked our house so much, we decided to give back for all the love and attention you gave us. They literally tried to rape him, closing all the doors on him. But he refused to leave, so they threw him off the stairs like a basketball, and he almost learned how birds fly along the way.
إلى الآن أنا أقول هوا. الغرفة ذي فيها بلا يا جماعة. لا كذا ما عاد هو هوا هذا. كذا ما عاد هو. كذا ما عاد هوا يا جماعة خلاص. معقولة يا جماعة نقدر نقول رجعت بيت السماعة؟ شوف بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا يا جماعة نقول رجعت بيت السماعة. بسم الله. اسمع بسم الله. لا أحد يتصل والله العظيم علق السناب. بسم الله. بسم الله. في أحد في المكان؟ اسمع 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 اسمع. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. يا الله يا الله. أعوذ بالله أعوذ بالله. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. شوف يا ربع. بسم الله.
Before they pushed him down the stairs, I think some jinn really had enough in that room. He threw that basket box thingy in the air like a man who had enough of his wife's disgusting cooking. Put that shit away from my face. Talking about attachments, you have seen a woman with a ghost family following her. But have you seen a guy with a ghost attached to him? Now I know this sounds cool and shit that you almost threw yourself off of the building, but I want you to calm down. You don't have to do this the hard way. The story goes back to when this guy did an investigation on a potentially haunted place, according to his claims, and ever since then, a ghost started following him, just like some of you weirdo asses on Instagram. So what did this ghost do? Like the wife you never wanted, standing on your room door playing with it back and forth, trying to tempt you with her ugly face and her rotting ass body, and you laying there scared and confused.
Right, so is there anyone here who follows us from Louise's house? Just open the door. Honestly, there's no window open. See?
Even if this door wasn't moving ever so boringly, this house still looks unsettling, and the atmosphere is just depressing. I feel like the guy recording is a teen. Jefferson Hotel, the best place on earth to stay at during vacation. But is it really? Absolutely not. Not with these extremely thick-ass ladies in the kitchen, and the invisible host who's nowhere to be found, and you can't even trust the food there. Don't get me wrong, it's not expired by any means. I assume, but when you have a box of cereal that is so excited for the morning breakfast he jumps off of the table, the bananas going extremely bananas, which means they go crazy, you would understand that if you watch Joe Rogan. The door opens by itself, which we have seen 100,000 times before. But if you like to stare at statues, and I'm not talking about naked women's on the internet, but actually real statues, then you will like this one. The hand on this statue welcomes you so warmly the hand literally flies out of the arm. If you want extra lights, well, look no further. Lights coming out of the anus of the atmosphere. And last but not least, and back to the ladies, I didn't call them thick as an insult, but in all seriousness, they covered one of the encounters by just turning their bodies left. At least one of them did. And yeah, that's it.
Alright, here's some crazy stuff that happens on this video. You're not going to believe some of this. I don't even believe it myself. But we've tried to debunk best we can. Watch all this stuff on the left side, and we're going to go through it here in a minute and show you the full video. I just want to show you everything we captured last night. Movement, all of that stuff. These bananas, watch these bananas right here. They go flying right there. So, that's not the only thing we caught. A light flash. Look at this light flash. All of this happened with the same time period. So let's go through it. I'm in the kitchen, and here's, you know, the area where everything went flying. We have a light thing of crackers, which there's not much in there, so it's not super heavy. The butter is pretty heavy. Bananas are very heavy compared to the rest, and then you got your crackers, which are pretty heavy, which are full. Now, you can see behind here, because the camera's not going to catch on that side, we have a camera over here, which I'm going to have to put cameras now back there. But, you know, you can see back here there's some space, and what I'm getting at is we're not ruling out the possibility of, you know, some type of animal. It'd have to be a pretty big animal to do what you're about to see, but again, you know, I'm leaning more towards paranormal because we did a lot of debunking. There was no droppings. We've never seen any type of rat, possum, anything like that in this building. Nothing has been eaten, touched. When you see the movement of these bananas, I think they were over here more. The movement, that it was just so weird. Like the movement went like this, so there had to have been, I can't explain it. So let's get right to it. I'm going to open up the video. I'm going to show you a zoomed out version first. Now, this is just going to show the time, which is 5:35 a.m. And it's also going to show that, you know, nobody was coming in. Let's get to the first piece of movement. This is a longer video because, you know, it takes about 2 minutes to get through it, but I'm going to show you a zoomed in version here in a second. I just want you to see there's nobody around, nothing like that. And we also debunk a lot of this. Let me turn up some of the, you can hear it move. We go in here in a second and we debunk a lot of it, as far as like going to the events to make sure nobody came in or out of the kitchen. There's first set of movement right there. We know nobody came into the kitchen. I came in there 3 hours prior to this, and I'll show you that footage. And we'll also go over the light anomaly, because that one is just crazy to me. I've never seen anything like that. So let's see what other movement we're gonna get. That was the taller cracker. You can hear something's moving there. There's big movement. I think the taller box is about to go flying here in a second. Okay, you can hear it. There it goes. Alright, there's the taller box. Now again, I can't see a rat doing that. It would take something larger that we would catch on camera. And here we go. I decided, hey, I want to see what else went on at 5 in the morning. So I went to the front desk camera, and this is what we captured. Watch this. A light anomaly. Let me back it up. Now keep in mind, this is all 5:32, so it's a little behind the event that happened in the kitchen. Now I call it a light anomaly because I have no idea what would cause this bright of a light coming from the stairwell. Right there. See how bright that is? You can even see at the bottom the scales. The reflection on there looks like somebody's welding. I decided to go to a different camera angle, and this is the front desk. Look at this. So you can clearly see it's not that light. It's something entirely like emitting on its own. At approximately 2:04, I get a notification out of this camera right here, AM, that says there's movement coming from this little white object coming out of the confessional booth that we have downstairs. Now that white object is actually the hand of a very, very old statue we have. And it didn't move or anything like that, so I was just curious why, it sent me a motion alert. Well, you'll understand here, because at 2:30 I get a full video of something that happens. The hand pops out. Now you can see it does pop out, but not easily, and I usually don't take it out, and I've never seen it fall off. So let me show you this screen capture right here of the video that you're going to see in a minute. The screen capture first is from the 2:04 movement. See right there, the camera just sent me that. It was just an image right there, and it's perfectly centered where the hand is, and I thought, that's weird. Well, not thinking anything of it, I go to bed, and then I wake up to this video right here, which is very interesting. Watch this. I'm going to zoom it in. This is 2:33, and nobody's around. I checked the cameras, and nobody had come out, anything like that, but here we go. So it just falls off for no reason. Now this is the family kitchen. It's not open for a restaurant or anything yet, but a lot of things happen, and you've probably seen some of the past videos. Well, this particular video, there's a picture that's behind the girl in the pink shirt and to the left of my wife in the black shirt. And the girl in the pink shirt is actually blocking the picture so you can't see it, but you'll be able to see it fall over. Now my wife does head towards the direction of the picture and then goes back to where the stove is, and I thought maybe she bumped it, but she wasn't even close to it. Here it is. So right there. So you can see there, they both looked at it and they're like, what's going on? See, she picks it up and puts it over there. But let's watch again and you'll see, I'll do it in slow motion, you can see it pop off right there. It just kind of falls for no reason. And it's always that area of the kitchen. So this candelabra, this big giant one right here, was in the way of one of the pool players last night. So they moved it. It's not the lightest thing to move, but they moved it in front of this door. Well, this door usually stays locked throughout the night, But what happened is we left it unlocked. And when I came in the next day, this candelabra was on the ground right here. So here's the footage. This is in the ballroom area. So I have to zoom way in. You'll hear some music playing in the background because we have some music playing, ambient music. But you'll notice the door at the very top of your screen. In a second, you're going to see somebody walk by. Right there. So there's a shadow of somebody walking by. So when I saw the candlestick on the ground, I figured someone tried to get in or, and accidentally knocked it over. But that's not the case. So I'm going to go to about 25 seconds and you'll see the door open and the candlestick fall. You can tell nobody's there. And now the door shuts.
He said that the activity always happened in this area of the kitchen for anonymous reasons. Well, maybe these are the spirits of those who died of hunger when they decided to stay at this hotel. Or it's just some jinn reminding us of the African kids who are suffering of hunger. Let's agree on this. Circus animals aren't really fun to watch, and I appreciate these animals doing flips and shit, but they do a better job being pets and eating us. Even if you don't agree with me, you're forced to. So with that being said and done, put it out of the way, and delete that from history like your browser. And with me shutting my mouth, next you will see a cat doing some impressive backflips. Whatever this cat saw there, it was definitely personal, because the others didn't bother. Seems like this is the soul of Vanica, the kitty this fella cheated on before her death. It seems like we have more clips that kinda have a similar tone, and by we I mean me and that person who has been in my head for years. Remember the history teacher earlier? Well, if you remember correctly, he wore glasses and they were ugly. Anyway, this next guy starts his video with a style. At first I thought he was gonna do a UX design tutorial, because that's how all of them starts their videos. But since he didn't have a cup of coffee and his voice had a little sad tone to it, I called it. He is about to break in tears for his breakup. And when I finally ate shit and finished the video, he was just about to tell us about the person who passed away in his room 2 years ago. So for some awkward reason, the possibly spirit of that guy now misses with the bathroom. I guess diarrhea killed the man. That's my theory.
Okay, so it's 3:18 in the morning, and I woke up and I've been hearing some sounds coming from the bathroom every so often, and I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know if you guys know the story of the room that Edward and I live in. Somebody died in here about 2 years ago, and we were the first ones to live in here since then. Weird things have been happening lately, and this bathroom thing, I don't really know what's going on, so I just want you guys to hear it for yourself. It's been happening every so often. I'm too scared to go in there right now. There it is, there's the sound. It's just weird. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up Edward. Edward. Hey. Edward. Edward. What's up, dude? Hey, man, I've been hearing some sounds from the bathroom again. Do you want to come check it out? can check it out. Shit. What was that? I don't know, dude. Let's go in there. Dude, what was that? Dude. What was that?
Did you get that?
I think so, dude.
How long have you been recording?
I don't know, man. Not too long.
What were you hearing?
Just weird sounds. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, no way, man. Just weird sounds.
Isn't it weird that right when he came out of the bathroom, the activity was on? Like, oh, you said it before. The party started then. Have you ever heard of a guy who does a rehearsal as a way of preparing himself to death? And that's the story of our guy in the next video, who is obviously nowhere to be found because he died a long time ago. But he is for sure the host of both Jordy and Johnny, or as I like to call them, the target and the hype punk. Jordan is always targeted when it comes to heavy shit, and Johnny tries to hype things around by swearing and cursing to get some activity, but he crumbles quickly and his knees dances off his body with style. The guy named Dennis who died at this train station, he was a man of faith, trying to avoid copyright issues with Warner Bros. Superman Man of Steel. He said he was gonna go to hell for what he did, and he even burned the sleeve of his arm to taste how hot hell is. Well, hell's fire heat level cannot be even compared to the sun's heat, so that experiment isn't gonna help him much. So from what I have seen in the investigations, and from what I know about Deno, he may have been a pedophile, a special kind of pedophile, one who loves babies. Because during the investigation, the batteries on the baby doll went missing, and the doll's ass was left open. And in an earlier shot, it can be seen that the doll was not in its place. So his spirit might just have taken this doll's virginity. But it turned out he actually committed a murder on a woman. He definitely took a cheap flight to hell. During the video, you will hear objects being thrown. A TV breaks and lights coming out of nowhere, and more.
All the the people that are coming through this place.
React. What's that?
React.
How's that?
What is that, man? Dude. Hang on.
Is that,
Dude, what the fuck is that?
and it just stops.
No bang?
Bad. You know what the thing
Bad.
is? Bad.
You did something bad, didn't you?
I know, and I was just gonna say, remember how emotional he used to she was saying that he used to be?
Yeah.
Like she was saying he's so emotional.
That's footsteps.
Matter.
That's footsteps. Go.
Hang on.
This thing is going off right now.
Dennis.
That's loud, dude.
I'm going up. That'd be amazing.
Come on, where are you at?
Come on, Dennis, move the Ouija board. Fuck, man, my hands are shaking. I want to get the hell out of here.
Holy shit.
Sound like glass shattering. My hands and knees are just shaking.
Did you move? It looks like it's crooked.
Really? No, it's still right over top.
It's right over T, but I thought it was straighter before.
What was that? The light just died?
Or light just died.
Was that you, Dennis? That thing was fully charged.
Might be using that energy. Oh, dude, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
It sounded like everything was falling apart.
Why did you murder that woman?
Were you drunk? And was it a drunken mistake? Yeah, this is...
Little spike there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Usual. Whoa. I don't know what that was. If it's just another piece of the house falling apart or... Whoa.
Scare me. Is that something falling or... Dennis, did you throw something? Whoa. This baby is turned. Wasn't she facing the other way?
No.
Are you sure? I thought she was facing over there.
I thought she was facing the stove the whole time where you're standing.
I thought she was facing... Whoa. The batteries are gone. Where are they? Fucking floor.
Dennis, I'm gonna try something. Can you show me some light? I know you tried to light your arm on fire, or you did light your arm on fire.
I thought maybe.
Well, maybe that was just a random word, or...
Oh my god! What the f happened?
I saw that.
What was it?
I don't know what it was.
I'm stuck. I'm falling through the floor.
Holy f... I caught that whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know even what it was.
I swear to God, my heart just stopped for a second.
Fame?
God, hang on. Oh, buddy. I am freaking out. That's a little too much.
Steven, you stopped Erase Everything?
Steven, you stopped Erase Everything. Oh my God!
Oh.
What is that, man? I can't handle that shit, man. I can't tell if it's stuff being thrown or just falling
yeah.
and it's where it's gonna break and land on my head. I hate that feeling.
Interact.
It's very...
Interact?
Indirect. I'm
and
thinking
erased
something
everything
else.
by killing somebody accidentally? That's... I mean, we can let our minds wander a little bit, you know? It's part of what this is. No? It's part of what this is.
There was a light.
Dennis, I know this would be an insane task, but could you light that TV up? There's no way. It's cracking. That was something falling from the ceiling.
Like a piece of the ceiling?
A piece of the wood. A piece of the wood. I just saw like kind of like the dust come up over in that corner.
I don't think that would be him then.
Oh! What was that?
I don't know what it was. It was loud. I don't know if I like this guy or like...
What was that? Is that recording the Sony?
The Sony's still recording, yeah.
These ones are all dead. All the batteries, everything just died. Right when that happened, did you hear this thing shut off?
I heard it,
this thing just shut off.
Whoa.
Okay, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Look at the TV.
Was it the TV?
The TV was lighting up again. Like
Was
you
it?
said, yes. Can you do that again? Oh, I'm scared. It's doing it again. It's doing it again.
Holy
It's catching
shit.
it. It's catching it on this camera. It's catching it on this camera. The TV is lighting up. Do you see that? Do you see that?
I'm looking at it.
Can you stop it? Oh my god. Oh, the TV broke.
Holy shit.
The TV broke and then it was lighting up after.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
What?
We found out what it was. I'm going back to the truck.
I'm done.
The man who told the team of paranormies about this place wanted to stay anonymous. He said, "Just call me Roger." But he got exposed. Dudu made the ghost detecting device say his real name. That man was a If you feel like taking a break, it's okay, my child. Here is a short video so you can catch a breath. A very regular guy grabbed his very regular below average pixelated camera phone to record a very regular video. No nudes. I don't know where he is or what kind of place he is in. It's like a bisexual fella. You don't know what he is. Some stacked chairs, a table, a microwave, and 2 more chairs for the ghost to move. And here comes the exit.
Hola.
First of all, I didn't add that stupid music, and second of all, well, there isn't anything much to say. It's like describing KFC. You eat some, then you go to the toilet immediately after, and the rest is history. Honestly, I found this next video by accident. I think I was supposed to share it a decade ago and somehow I forgot about it. When I saw it in the folder, I was in shock. It's like, where did this shit come from? Just like the video of you 5 years ago, what is it doing on this website? And even when the video starts, it's like you're entering a different dimension. Actually, I just over-exaggerated on that part. It's just that he was in a room where the lighting conditions were different. So he goes out to check where the noise is coming from, and to your surprise, the pendant light is swinging. Also, the antique cupboard was open. At this point, this is almost like eating from McDonald's the same sandwich every day. He also has a photo of a very creepy little girl. I just hope it's not his daughter. In the end, he asks for a sign, and what did we learn throughout watching poltergeist videos? Whenever there is a chair, move it. A caution, if you don't use earphones for this one, you're not deaf, but the guy thinks he is making an ASMR video.
Just awakened by a loud noise, and I ran out here. Let me turn the light on. Alright, so I came out here. It's about 5:50 something in the morning. We did not, as far as I know, have an earthquake. This has happened one time before. However, this is freaky. Alright, here we go. So this is a old hutch. Let me see if I can turn the light on. Okay. Oops. Alright, so this hutch belongs to my girlfriend's grandmother. And the strange thing about it is, at the other house, I used to see reflections in the glass. Well, so we have this light that for some reason is swinging after hearing a loud noise. And we have this light. Oops, there we go. That's hanging from the ceiling here. That is not swinging. It's perfectly still. There's no reason for this other light to be swinging. And there's definitely no reason for this door to be open. This is not an easy door to open. It's solid wood, and when you push it, it locks into place. The last time this happened was a month or two ago, and it happened at night, and we were not smart enough to get a camera and to try to record. So I'm going to try to ask some questions here real quick. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I just woke up. Maybe someone out here is going to want to talk to us. See, that light's not even swinging. All right. Manny. Manny was the name, I believe, of her grandmother that had this hutch. I think, no, that's not her, that's Angie. All right, Manny. Well, first, is there anyone here that would like to talk to me? Is there a message you'd like to say? All right. Now, I'm just curious. Manny? Is that you? Is there, can you say something or move something if it's you? I mean, this was incredible to move that again and that to be open, but, Manny, can you please, make a noise? Can you move one of the figures? Can you move something so that I know that it's you, so that, I don't know. Please move something and let me know that you're here. What the hell is that? Okay. I think one of the chairs moved, because now they're not up against there. And if there's a way that you can give a message right now, or give me a sign that it's you, that would mean a lot. Okay. This is kind of weird.
With all of that antique, you wouldn't expect anything to happen. At least one of these things went through some sorcerer's ass before making it to the store, and who knows what these sorcerers shoved down there. When someone confronts me to say hello, I welcome greetings with greetings. If he says hello again, I would say hello back to him again, 'cause maybe he just didn't hear me back the first time. If he does it again, I may get a little worried, but I still say hello for one last time. And when he does it the fourth time, I lose it. I spit on that bitch and start beating him up. That's what I may do if I go to heaven. But if I want to go to hell, this next guy would be my free ticket. I have never been as provoked by someone just saying hello in my life as I was when I watched this video. It sounds so weird and he perfectly spaced them each time till I lost it. And his voice is making things worse. No wonder why the ghost or the guy holding the string shut the door so hard on him. And he wasn't trying to scare him, he was just trying to run away from him. The door handle was just stuck.
Hallo? 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 Hallo?
Let's just talk about the decoration for a second. Who puts the Illuminati tile pattern in his house? And who thought it was a good idea to decorate the house this way? And who am I to judge? A simple little fact you didn't know about me, and you definitely didn't care, but you will. A long time ago I wanted to open a cooking tutorials channel, and guess what? I did. But the execution of that was so terrible that the team at Google offered me a check of money to delete the videos and the channel altogether, or else they would finish me. So since I was a little young back then, I did exactly what they said. And all of this unrelated story brings me to the next clip. A mom has a cooking channel on YouTube. So what's so weird about that? Is the food so bad it's scary? No, actually, the food looks good, but it seems like she once made Lucifer's favorite dish, and ever since then he kept her in mind, and now he sent someone to haunt her kitchen if she doesn't make the dish again. That's my assumption.
For a month, Oscar has been walking around the house saying to me, your mom is dead. And it really got me upset. It was getting me very emotional because she did pass away like 20 years ago. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, for a solid month. And then finally he stopped getting a reaction out of me. So we were at the back door and the dog had to pee. And there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So anyways, I hear in the back by the stairs, because the stairs are in the opposite direction, I hear the cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! The f***? What was that? Oh. Ah! Get the fuck out of here.
What the hell?
What was that? What the fuck was that? What the hell is this? Had to be this. Where's the other parts? What the fuck was that?
So he must have been a bit too hungry to throw these things like that. But honestly, I would like to take this lady on a dinner so she can cook me some food. It looks kinda delicious. About 18 years ago, a group of friends, very friendly friends, They were so friendly they almost had sex all at once. In my head, of course. Anyway, they decided they wanted to do a trip to Rosalia's hermitage. If you don't know what that is, I will explain it to you. I feel like I'm being too generous today. So, a saint wanted to honor Jesus Christ, so her approach for doing so was to stay in poverty for 12 years inside a cave. I once did that for 1 year in my room just to honor my dignity. So this group of friends went missing. If that's the case, how are we gonna watch their video? By using our imagination, and because some guy found the camera under some rock and uploaded the tape to make some money from YouTube. I bet he made any. To give more context, the boys told the girls to stay outside so they could check if there was anyone inside there, trying to be protective and shit. They encountered some lady standing. They ran away to tell the girls what they just saw, so now all of them went in. What happened to being protective? They literally let the girls be in front with their flat asses facing the camera. I wonder what was narrow, the cave or something else. To put this into conclusion, when the lady disappeared they ran away again, but this time someone was blocking the entrance.
Bello sto posto, ragazzi.
Bello.
Entriamo. Aspettate qua voi.
Ok.
Io, Rosalia, figlia di Sinibaldo, signore della Guesquina e del Monte delle Rose, ho deciso di abitare in questa grotta per amore al mio Signore Gesù Cristo. Amen, io ci sono qua. Ma entriamo. Entriamo. Occhio perché è notte. Sì. Che strettissimo. Vai. Aspetta, si scivola pure. È qua. Salve. Buongiorno. Salve. Salve. Oh, usciamo. Oh ragazzi, uscite un attimo. C'è una persona là.
Io vedo.
C'è una persona là.
Io.
Oh no, no, no. Oh ragazzi, attenzione.
Dove devo andare avanti?
Ragazzi, usciamo, non c'è più. Usciamo di costa.
Ragazzi, usciamo. Prossime case.
Usciamo, riesco. Merda.
The only thing about the Nun movie I would say is good is the way they presented the saint. That's how I always thought of them. And why do some people find cameras and precious things under rocks and in the dumpster when I can't find money in my own wallet and I would have been just paid a day before? I guess that's where the Nun movie's idea came from, at least a small glance of it. And this video should be where you get the idea to press subscribe. It's a successful project idea.